Hello students, today we are going to start our next chapter in science, that is animal lifestyle. In this chapter we will study how the animals' organs of breathing, feeding and movements to their environment. As we know, animals get their oxygen from their surroundings. Land animals get oxygen from air, whereas aquatic animals get it from water. Different animals have different system of breathing. For example, earthworms breathe through their body surface and frogs are amphibians. On land, they breathe through their lungs and in water, they breathe through their moist skin. All aquatic animals like fish, crabs, breathe through their gills. As water flows over the gills, exchange of gases take place. And insects take in air through their tiny holes in their body, which is called spiracles. And all mammals, including human beings, birds, reptiles, and adult amphibians, breathe through their lungs. When we inhale through the nose, the air goes to the lungs, which expand. Here, an exchange of gases take place. The blood present in the lungs absorbs oxygen from the air and releases carbon dioxide. When we exhale carbon dioxide, it let out in the atmosphere. Now we will take another topic, that is feeding habits in animals. As we know, different animals eat different types of food. Their feeding habits and the shape of their mouths depend on the types of food they eat. Let us put the animals into groups according to their feeding habits. But now you might be thinking, some animals eat plants whereas some feed on other animals. Some of them eat both plant as well as other animals. So according to their eating pattern, we classified herbivores, carnivores, omnivores. Herbivores animals eat only plants. They have sharp front teeth for biting and strong broad teeth for chewing. For example, cow, goat, buffalo, deer, and giraffe. These all are herbivorous animals. Carnivorous animals like lion, cat, tiger feed on the flesh of other animals. They have sharp, pointed, and curved teeth in front for tearing flesh. The omnivores like human beings, crow, bear, etc. feed on plant as well as on the flesh of other animals. Here some examples are given: herbivorous animals, omnivores and carnivores. List out all the names. Now students, the rodents like rats, rabbit and squirrels gnaw their foods like seeds and nuts. They have a small but sharp front teeth. Okay. Now students, do you know birds have different types of beaks for catching their food? Some birds have sharp and strong claws to capture their food or prey. The flesh-eating birds like hawk, owl, eagle and kite have sharp hooked beaks and claws to catch and tear the flesh. Sparrow have short and strong beaks for crushing the seeds. And in insects have strong biting and chewing mouth organ. Houseflies have a spongy pad-like tongue. Butterfly have long coiled sucking tongue and frog have a sticky tongue for catching insects or prey. Okay. So students, this was all about feeding habits and breathing organs. So let's now quickly write and learn terms given in this chapter, okay? Hello students, in the previous topic, as we learned about organs of breathing and feeding habit in animals, today we are going to start another topic of lesson number 2, that is movement in animals. As we know, movement is the state of changing something position. that is flying bird or walking person are moving because they change where they are from one place to another. You might be thinking why animals need to move. Animals need to move for getting their food, for building their homes, for protecting themselves from enemies or harsh weather or unfavorable situations. As we know, land animals have four limbs. Front two limbs are called forelimbs, whereas two at the back are called hind limbs. Animals like cow, deer, horse, elephant use their limbs to move. Man is the most developed amongst all the animals. He uses only one pair of limbs to support his body. That is why he is an erect posture. He uses his leg to stand, walk, or run. Children, do you know how animals in the water will move? As fish move with the help of their fins, while frogs have waved toes to swim, but on land they jump with the help of their long hind legs. Turtles move with the help of their paddle-like limbs. Penguins use their forelimbs as flippers to swim in water. Now we will see how reptiles move. Reptiles means animals who creeps like lizard, tortoise, crocodiles have limbs. They move with their limbs. But you know, snakes have no limbs, but they crawl on the ground with the help of scales on their bodies. Now you know insects have three pairs of legs. Insects like ants, beetles, and cockroaches walk with their legs. Most of insects have wings, but bugs, lice, etc. have no wings at all. They move with their legs. Now, students, we will take another topic, migration in animals. Some animals migrate from one place to another place and come back to their original homes. For example, Arctic tern is the greatest migratory bird. Locust is the most migratory insect. Eel is the best known migratory fish, and monarch butterfly migrate Canada to Mexico. These are the example of migratory animals. Then why do birds migrate? To get more food, to disperse their own breed to different regions, to protect their babies, to get away from predator, to avoid disease, or warmer to colder climate. In short, migration among animals means to avoid the unfavorable climatic changes. Some animals migrate from one place to another and come back to their original homes when the weather conditions become favorable again. This sort of mass movement of animals from one place to another and back is called migration. Okay, students, this was all about your chapter. With this, you will be asked questions in PDF form, which you will be able to answer easily. Okay.